Day baseball coming your way here on a Sunday afternoon from Tropicana Field. Today, the finale of this three-game. Zach Wheeler. Right-handed Georgia native gets the starting nod. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
One of the things we'll look for early, Matty, Zach Wheeler, at times control can be an issue. So one of the keys for Zach Wheeler, getting ahead early in counts.
Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch is swung on and missed for strike one. And guys, the Rays, as they begin play here this afternoon, all you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year. You get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
Now a moment here to check out the White Sox starting lineup. What's your take as they try to get back to their winning ways, D-Row?
You know, Matty, it's interesting. You take a look at the research packet handed out before today's game. And one thing I notice about this lineup is the fact that they're in the bottom third of grounding into double plays. Teams are aware of that type of stuff. Creating good at-bats, not giving that extra out to the defense is huge in creating an environment to be successful throughout the course of a full year.
Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Wendell comes up with it. And there's out number 2.
Batting third.
Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. And that's off his leg on the mound. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first. And that'll put an end to the inning. Down in order go the White Sox. And now the Rays will get their first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. Evan Marshall gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, his last start wasn't a particularly good one, and he was rattled around a little bit. Couldn't get through the 4th inning. He's going to have to look to rebound here. He's going to need much better stuff than he took to the mound in his last start.
Line down the left field line. But this will be foul. The 0-1 pitch. Oh, and he misses it.
Batting second, the third baseman, Matt.
Up next for the Rays, Matt Duffy. He carries the 8th best average in the American League entering play.
This season really shouldn't come as a surprise to many. We all know what kind of skill this guy produces when he has a bat in his hands.
Duffy stands 6'2" as you see him in the right-handed box. He was taken in the 18th round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
And he will add yet another game to his incredible hitting streak as it now reaches even further into the stratosphere.
You know, D-Row, I don't know if this thing's ever going to end. This guy's been raking now for almost 2 months, and he's swinging the bat just as good now as when this streak started, to start it off with his first base hit.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like he's coming out of it anytime soon. I wonder the pitcher that would create such a tough matchup for this guy to shut him down, because he's playing with the big part of the field. He can beat you in so many different ways, and this number's getting just straight ridiculous.
And with that, a look at the Rays lineup card in this one. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, Matt, I think the guy to watch is Matt Duffy, the Duff Man. He's coming off a month where he had 30 runs batted in. That's 1 RBI a game. You always hear them say an apple a day keeps the doctor away. Well, I think that applies to driving in runs, too.
Pitch on its way now to Zunino. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Well, Dero, you know, they say records are made to be broken, and what a monster year this guy's had.
Yeah, there it is, Dan. Most RBIs in one season. I can't begin to tell you as a former offensive player what that means. You want to put biscuits in the basket, runs scored in ribbies, and this guy's the best in the business right now.
Striding into the box, Eric Thames. First at bat for him here as he enters play 7th in the American League in round trippers. Big swing by Thames and a deep drive to right. Gone. And that one had some extra distance. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. Home run number 39 on the season for him. And the Rays have opened it up even further now. It's 4-0.
Well, it's obvious they didn't change their scouting report after yesterday's game. He had 2 bombs yesterday and another one today. Hey, this pace can't continue, but he's going to ride this wave as long as he can.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Daniel Robertson. He enters play 6th in the American League in the batting race.
Boy, and also right up among the leaders in home runs and RBIs. This guy's having an epic season, and he has an outside shot to win the Triple Crown.
Here's the first pitch to him. Now that ball is smoked, carrying to deep left, but that'll stay in the park as it's off the left field wall. And you see on the graphic right there that his hitting streak will indeed live on as he just continues to hit the ball well.
Just classic confidence at the box right now. You put your head on the pillow at night, you know you're on time. You get up, get dressed, drive to the ballpark, you expect to catch a couple barrels.
Into the box now, Willie Adames, as he lifts it in the air to right field. Geyer moves over, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. He's currently 4th in the AL in RBIs, and he's got a chance to add to that total right here.
Well, he's right in the prime of his career, and clearly that is resulting in big things for him.
First delivery to him on the way. And that's dead center for strike 1.
As a manager, when you see a guy struggling like this in the first inning, your mind starts racing, trying to figure out about how long you're going to go with this guy and how many guys you might end up having to use out of your bullpen just to get through this thing. Not a good spot to be in.
And this will find the wall deep in the corner.
It's only the first inning, so you hate to say this, but this thing might already be over. Down 5 in the first. They've got to get the car back onto the road, even if the wheels are a little loose and wobbly.
Digging in, Ji-Man Choi. And a great chance here for the Rays to add on in just the first inning. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fly ball heading for the alley. And that'll get down out there near the wall. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. It's a 6-0 ball game.
Man, you never want to say a game is over in the first inning. There's still a lot of time left to come back and rally, but down 6-0 is an awfully big hole to dig yourself out of, and the inning isn't even over yet.
Here comes the White Sox skipper out toward the mound, and he's going to motion for the bullpen as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So, boy, that ERA is going to take a bit of a tumble here as he gets cuffed around pretty good and winds up not being able to survive the first. Kelvin Herrera comes on to work much earlier than anticipated, obviously, as he'll try and right the ship in the very first inning.
Kelvin Herrera.
Joey Wendell will be his first assignment upon entering as he'll bat with the runner in scoring position here and 2 away. Here comes the first pitch. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. And this will kick off the base of the wall. And now, gracious, just getting the ball back into the infield is becoming a problem.
Man, it's been like
The first
BP for these
baseman,
guys
number
all
5.
game long. Getting
Matt
production from just about
Duffy.
everyone in the lineup. That's the 7th run they plated in this inning alone. There's not much more else to say.
Standing in, Matt Duffy. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
There's a line drive out toward the gap in right center. Now this will rattle up against the wall. He's in at second safely as a run will score on the play as well.
Man, this thing's blown open
The
right here
left
as they've
fielder, number
exploded for
29.
8 runs in this inning
Duffy.
alone. Everyone knows that offense
Fair.
is contagious. That much is pretty obvious in this one.
Coming to the plate now, Tommy Pham. Runner in scoring position with two gone. First pitch of the at-bat. Hammered the other way to deep right field. And that is off the wall in right field. He pulls into second safely as also on the play a run comes
Now
across
batting,
to score.
catcher, Mike.
With that hard double, you get a glimpse to see
No.
why this guy is a legitimate MVP candidate this season. Whenever he gets a chance to produce, he seems like he takes advantage of it. Great example there.
Here now is Mike Zunino. Loud contact off the bat of Zunino and a ball sent to deep left field. And that ball will stay fair and it's gone. A home run. So a 2-run homer down the line in left. So he just continues to club the baseball at an alarming rate as this lead got even wider.
I know he's a confident pitcher, but there's a difference between being confident and downright foolish. He just offered one of the most dangerous hitters in the lineup a straight heater, and it cost him big time.
The right fielder, number 7. Eric.
Into the box, Eric Thames. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. A shot to first base and caught there to end the inning. But not before things change dramatically as they explode for 11 here to really open things up. We'll head to the second inning here in St. Pete. It's the Rays 11 and the White Sox nothing. So here's Daniel Palm. Now he leads off this half inning in what they hope will be a rebuttal to all those runs they just gave up.
Well, Matt, I think mentally they need to get 1 or 2 of these runs back.